I think it's only right that we start with some origins right now. Okay. All right. So we gonna bless up. All right. We just gonna start with where the energy is shifting, and we gonna let the explanation be told by the vessel that was chose for everything that's going on right now. So we got Cyrock. She about to just go on and bless up. Sing? Huh? Real quick. You feel me? So we can put this thing back in perspective. Huh? Huh?
Do you know of the water of life?
Do you? Bless up. Huh? You back.
Fled from the light, seeking refuge in the dark. She's a lark from the ark, spitting lyrics from the heart. Honey complected it, brainwaves stay connected, and her meditation skills keep her traveling through the stars. Came from the ether, destination unknown, flown from outer space where lots of ancient people were grown, shown the truth since the youth, and the roots showed the proof. Opening pathways like the Father Eshu. Like that boot camp, she a strange wonder, ascended to the heavens from the land of down under. Trying to figure how to reunite her people now asunder. She devours these alliances, stave off her growing hunger. Her number, the 2 stands for ever growing wisdom. She is the moon, he the sun, overstand and make the cipher one. You could catch her politicking on the streets of Mecca. Then she rests in Ile Ife to recharge her bioessence. '81 is when she broke the earthly terrain, born with 2 Fulani earrings and a pocket full of change. That's with a voice that's the sound to behold. She broke the mold, renewed the old, turned the microphone to solid gold. Spoke with the elders before she left the home planet, and they told her never disrespect the craft if you can stand it. Remember the 4 facets, they will carry you far. Not for you to be a star, but a preserver of art. Part human cause the body she inhabits, a goddess cause she carried bloodlines of the immortal status. Like Gladys, took the midnight train to Georgia, seeking out new ground like old Moorish explorers. The forest of knowledge was barren and weeds were taking over. She took a seed from her magic bag and planted it a 40 clover. A lotus flower grew from mud at the riverbanks. The people start rejoicing on their knees, giving thanks. They asked her name, wonder why she wasn't famous. She said, my name is Cyrock, you're confused on what my aim is. I do this not for recognition, but to change my folks' position. This is lesson 101, so hold your tongue and start to listen. You are the lost tribe, wanders from the light, sent to conquer universes, turn the wrongness to right. The uncivilized have an envious eye, and they plotted your demise based on treachery and lies. You lost your culture and the jewels that you came with. They learned your alchemy and they used it to make a name with. Became the false gods while the real ones suffered. The Jews became dull and over time they lost their luster. You forgot the mission and got tricked into submission. Now the elder sent me here to resurrect the beats and rhythms. This is your movement and it can never be stopped. It's the spirit of our people given the name of hip hop.
Real. Like I said, that was Cyrock. Exhibit She is what we witnessing right now. So, you feel me? This one is one of the previews, or premieres, I should say, of what's going on, which is the return of the feminine shift. Right? I don't know if you heard what she said about the number 2, but that was very prominent about 2020. Because when you first hear the number associated with vision of imperfection. Okay? The number 2 representing the balance. You feel me? The 2 coming together to make a 1. You feel me? The 3 is 1. You feel me? As the 3, mother, father, child. Mind, body, spirit. We've seen a lot of 3s. So basically what's going on with the energy shift is the pendulum was all the way the fuck to the other side. Now, wait, before we go in, feel me? Shout out to the energy of Sound Rock, and that song is 9 years old, I believe. You feel me? Like, how long she been putting in work? I just discovered her today. She's a part of this whole reason we're here right now, which is we have to understand what's going on a deeper level. Shout outs to all of the ancestors. Shout out to all of the waymakers known and unknown. Shout out to all of the great ones. Shout out to the whole tribe we here, y'all. Alright, so we ain't done with the shout outs either, because that's another thing just brought to my attention. Okay, we need to start making us what's up. So shout out to Masterly Foolish. Shout out to Brother Youssef. Shout out to So It Is Written. Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta do this. Real quick, hold on, y'all. You know, I'm getting with this modern day technology. I'm just gonna do it because I know it's already recording. But anyway, I gotta just make sure I stay tuned in like that. Now, shout out to Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Phil Valentine, C. Freeman L, A. Rashid, Brother Panic, Brother Rich, you feel me? Sonetta, let me see, Serious Minds, Professor Griff, let's see, Sister Ross, Dr. Jewel Fulcrum, C. Freeman L. Oh man, you know, we got a lot of greatness, you feel me? I'm from the school of Bobby Hemmett, myself personally. Well, all of these greats, you feel me? Shout out to Dr. Delbert Blair, you feel me? Shout out to Booker T. Coleman. We have greats in our lexicon. You see what I'm saying? Now, the topic of discussion being the shift back into the feminine paradigm. Now, what we're seeing on both sides, we're seeing that the both aspects of it, which is order and chaos. So as we see the order, I just got to do that to check in. Once I get all this under control, we're going to do it another way. But this is how we're working with for right now. As we deal with the shift, everything is like water. Water on any surface tries to find its common balance. That is what we're dealing with the energy. We're dealing with an energy that is trying to find a common balance. With that, there are a lot of people being lost in the sauce. Picture the Buccaneer ride at Knott's Berry Farm that is swinging, but picture it swinging with no seatbelts and the peripheral force that everybody that agreed to this ride, some of y'all, when it hit that shift and it was up there, some people fell off. And then it came back. Some people held on for the shift to go back to the other side. Now, mind you, these shifts, from what I'm noticing from the records, is like 2,000 to 2,600 year shifts of energies. Now we moving into, I don't know, they doing something with the grid. We'll talk about that later. But we're moving back into a shift from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, and being an age of information. But the Piscean age, they did it to a degree that was so much of a shift of the energy with the Jesus paradigm and the Christ energy, okay? Because what they did with the Christ energy was they took the patriarch and the masculine energy and they just maxed it out, though. You feel me? Okay, for example, mind, body, spirit. If as a bodybuilder you work out and you take things like the reason why steroids are illegal is because they shift the testosterone to where your estrogen is stopped. Now, the balance of the body, you need both. But to achieve these over the top results that you see a lot of these bodybuilders having, they're stunting the feminine energy that is manifest through the physical, called estrogen, running through the body. But you need a little bit of that, and then you need the rest of the testosterone for the, you know. Okay, so boom. Once they do that, They have to balance the cycle when they come out for whatever competition or whatever reason they did that. Boom. Now the body is a biological computer. It recognized that you shifted that energy, so it goes into, oh, my bad. And then now you get all kind of imbalances happen. Bigger plane. They doing it with the pubescent boy to man generation right now with this fucking soy shit. How they got the soy being phytoestrogen. So now you are what you eat. You see in a lot of this results being done in the societies. Like the whole is deeper than just what we're seeing on the surface. Okay, let's put our personal feelings to the side and really deal with the emotions as the controller of chaos. Okay, because that's what it's really about. This thing is about knowing that you have a Hulk. Okay, Bruce Banner to the Hulk. You have a energy that is a monster. Okay, I'm talking to my kings and queens. You know who I'm talking to. Okay, I'm not talking to the oppressor. Okay, and I'm not. We could fill in the blanks later. We'll do other videos for all of that. But I'm talking. We're in 2-minute warning right now. Okay, so when we're dealing with the melanated people being the science project, being the ones that we are still, what we think is falling from grace is not necessarily falling from grace. It's more so my science project. Like, if you had everything that you want, you would probably want to experience something that was totally different from that, just because it will become mundane and monotonous for you to continue to experience the same thing, right? So as we're shifting and the energy is shifting back and forth, it's because of that, the pendulum shift. It's the causality, and that's what we're in right now. So the 2020 shift, I'm just giving an alert, is the shift back into the feminine paradigm, okay? We're going to see the rise of females, as we've been seeing in society. We've been seeing that in politics. We've been seeing that in Black Girl Magic. We've been seeing the feminine energy shift. Now, one thing we have to do is we have to put the focus onto the proper energies. If we don't, we're seeing what the adverse effect is. You feel me? I did this video as an example so we can cut out the nonsense where seek and you will find. I said to myself, where's the feminine energy that I can resonate with in music where I don't have to travel back? I want something new. So I'm going through, you feel me, working my magic. And then I come across a playlist called More Music, MOOR Music. And that's how I come across Sa-Rock. And Sa was rocking because she's tapped all the way in. Okay, I'm going to make a prediction that we gonna get that Cambada Sa-Rock collaboration, because that once that happens, that's the balance. They energies is like, you feel me? So we need, I'm just saying, it's about balancing, just like as we see. So my point in this video is, as we see the shift, now we're gonna see the kings are gonna have to rise up too. That's my whole point, is shake the paradigm up and stop and really like get into this magic, you feel me, of what it really is. Do your research about yourself so you can know. Everybody that I named in this beginning of this video is where you're gonna tap into the source of your magic. When I'm telling you, it's really real right now. This 2-minute warning. So, you know, because they're trying to do a whole lot. Now, a part of the shit that you see with the downside. Remember I talked about that Buccaneer boat? So what we're doing is we're seeing a lot of the emasculization of the black man. You feel me? They'll take a strong black, because everything is about the symbols. Okay? So they're taking the symbols of the man and they're, you know, emasculating them and they're feminizing them. You feel me? In a way that is pushing in a certain energetic on the mindset, because as this thing's starting to shift, and let's get into it deeper, because I'm gonna start saying my shit. So I don't know if CERN, I'm getting something different now. I don't know if CERN is really fighting like how I thought they was with the whole, because you gotta be careful like I said, we're coming out of the Christ paradigm, and we're moving into an Aquarian age. So this is an age of information. So now the truth is being revealed. The mask is coming off, and we're starting to see it for what it is. So now that's like, oh, woke, as they saying on the, and you feel me? Like the illustrious brother Panic would say, it's just like saying you're aware. You feel me? It doesn't mean you're knowledgeable to the degree where you will be able to use it. Oh, I know about that. It's like if somebody said, like right now, prior to really doing and digesting it, if somebody would have said, oh, yes, I rock, I'd have been like, oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about, just because you just said it. But I'm just aware now because you told me. But until I do my own research and really delve into it with my own energy, I don't really know about it. I'm just aware. So when we're talking about woke, that's all woke or conscious. That's all it really is until you really dive into it and see how this reflect into your movie. What is the reflection of your movie called life as you're starring in? Because you're painting this thing out with the higher self beaming down, and we keep instead. So now's the time of starting to go back within. You feel me? And charge up. You feel me? I'm up against it right now too. You feel me? With the 5G is wreaking havoc. You feel me? I don't like, but this is my whole thing. You feel me? Kingdom. This is what we got to start doing. We got to start recognizing the fact that we are controlling the magic. Stop giving so much to the creation process on autopilot or unbeknownst. You feel me? Because, for example, well, let me give a real good example of something that's going on right now. Whatever I would choose to say, okay, is a part of the paradigm. It's like whatever I would choose to manifest to a certain degree, energy never ceases to exist. It just changes form. So once it goes out, I don't know if it's where it's stopping or where it's going. You see what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, we still going. I have to check in with you, family. All right, but now let's just do it like this, all right? Because I know it's still recording. But like I was saying, what we need to do is we need to recognize that as the energy shifts, it's time to start getting ready, because I don't know if they trying to pull something out of the grid or they trying to stop. Are they trying to bring something in or stop something from coming in? As far as this concerning us, I think they trying to stop something from coming in, because you got to remember, they don't see what we see. Even some, and let's really start recognizing that the superhumans here. Like, let's stop being so naive. Like, let's really tap in, family, because if we tap in and we can stop really trying to, I don't know, you don't have the regalia of a superhero. That's how we do each other. Like, I'm telling you, let's stop it. Now, let's get back all the way in, because right now, I'm starting to see a lot of phenomenal feats. And so I have to call it what I see, which is the kings and queens are rising. So as we rise and we up against this 5G network and this, you know, they trying to do, it's something, it's okay, put it this way. I'm gonna try to be as occult as possible when with what I'm about to say. You feel me? And I'm gonna ask to be that my tongue be touched with the greatness of my forefathers. You feel me? Here and hereafter. You know, you see what all right, now let's go. We got to stop fucking playing, okay? The bottom line is the queens is coming. We keep thinking that the energy is what we think it's supposed to be, and that ain't how it's supposed to go. Okay, one of the lessons that was given was, when it comes to chaos energy, stop thinking you can control it. So with the kings, word to my kings, stop trying to act like you can control the essence of chaos. That's not your job. Your job is to be in order. Okay, that's your energy. Your energy is the order. Whatever they're doing in chaos energy is what is supposed to be done. All right. We are the magicians, and we justify on the microcosm and the macrocosm what it's supposed to be, from taking a negative and making it a positive and vice versa. And we taught our oppressors how to do that, and they've been doing it ever since. Okay, same magic. It's like the Force and the Jedi. Just because you use it or you don't use it, it does, or your opponent is using it, it's still the Force. You feel me? The Last Dragon. You got the glow once you tap in and stop looking for the external battery pack. You didn't know all you had to do was just turn on. You feel me? And when you watch movies in Hollywood, start doing all the things that you laugh at, start really tapping in and being serious about it. Like, understand there's a thing that Hollywood knows. When it comes to magic, they play by the rules. Okay? Fuck whatever you think about, like, your moral condition, or like us, this and that, and they're perpetuating it. They're working magic. Okay? Do your work. Okay? Hashtag. You feel me? That's I love. So is Redden. Mook hit you with that one with the you feel me? Do your work. All right. So we back doing work. Okay? Let's break this thing down. It's the reason why you're seeing a lot of the feminine salt. Angelina Jolie had her run at it. Who else? And then was Scarlett Johansson. You feel me? Because now it's Wonder Woman, and now it's Captain Marvel. Why? They understand the shift into the feminine energy. Go do your research on Captain Marvel. Okay, she was black before. Like, y'all gotta understand. It doesn't matter if you change. If I put on a mask, it's still me underneath. Okay, energy doesn't cease to exist. It just changes form. We don't know how far this program goes as far as the loop. Remember what I said, when you're doing something so much, you're going to get bored to where you would ask for the exact opposite to happen. Why do you think that we only live to this degree now? Right? Because we got tired of doing this thing so many times. You used to live so long, it was boring. It was so boring to be great that we came down to be normal. Pick it apart. Go through all of the ancient texts when they talk about this God to man, and you will see the same story being retold to different generations, because as we continue to go through the linear existence that we chose, we continue to forget every time we got back on the ride. It's like imagine the first time you had an experience, right? And they working on it now because technology is us bringing that we're externalizing our creative process from the mind. They're trying to make a physical brain, but consciousness, like they're trying to make a hub consciousness, almost like going in reverse, because they're trying to do it on the external instead of where it existed, but as above, so below, as within, so without. So we're only seeing magic unfold, and we can really digest it and let's work our own magic. You feel me? Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is doing it, bro. It's time to start working your magic. So let's get back to the paradigm. Let's understand when the implementations are being placed, and let's manipulate them in the ways that we know are beneficial to the design of what we want to see, because they're playing by the rules. So learn the rules so you can play by the same rules and get with the new school, because the new school rules is the principals ain't got no time to play with what you thought it was supposed to be. It's like feeding a stray bird. And this is coming from that Bobby Hemmett taught you, bro. Once you understand the gods, you overstand the gods. So get into that whole understanding of what you're supposed to be doing when you break these things down as principles and what they actually are to you and how you represent. And trust me, I'm not talking exempt. You feel me? Because there's always a lot of rehashing and reopening that we're doing. There's so much information. I mean, I'm a student of Bobby and Phil for like what, over 20 years now, and it's not enough. But it's enough of a foundation and a blueprint. The blueprint has been laid. So don't be fooled by all of these new school, these Rudy Poos trying to run around and then they throwing a throw there. Trust me, it's coming back around. Okay? We work in different magic now. So my whole point is tap into what's really going on. So with the feminine energies, let's get into, because it's something that I'm gonna talk to the others before I bring that one. But I think it's something that we need to be recognizing about the new gods right now and how to bring that mixture up. I'm watching it be done. You feel me? I'm watching it be done. So learning how to bring that mixture. You feel me? To balance the whole thing out. You feel me? The old needs to meet with the new. You feel me? The young with the, that's what this thing is about. My occult breakdown of what I am, okay, is just that. You feel me? ABM, average black man. You seen somebody in your life that looks like me. I've toiled with that. I'm like, I don't think that's by accident. That I'm like, when I think about what they think black is, and then it's like, it's me. And then it's like, I tried to hide the way my brain worked because I'm like, wait. And then it's like, but you can't hide you. You feel me? Snoop told me you could paint your nose and change your clothes and change your nose. But you know what? You can't change who the fuck you are because you's a motherfucking nigga for life. Nigga. You feel me? Naga. Like I said, took the old and made it bad. We got tired of being niggas as kings and queens, so much so that we flipped the paradigm and became the lowest because it was the new cool. Hot was cool and cool was hot. Y'all gotta see how long we've been here. Do you really see how long we've been? we've been doing this shit too long. But whatever it's turning into, I'm telling y'all, we gotta get it under control. You feel me? And I'm definitely working my magic because, yeah, y'all hear it. I didn't even want to do this video. I'm like hella congested. How much we in? Because I ain't gonna go too much longer, but I'm gonna start putting them up as regularly as possible. Let me see. This should be tripping. Okay, yeah, we about 30 minutes in, but bottom line is, we need to start recognizing when the paradigm is shifting. Now, we just had a new movie. I haven't checked it out yet because when it comes to my Black Mirror work, I really try to keep it here and then I kind of wait till I get the transmission to do something like that. Like, I still haven't even watched Get Out. I haven't watched no reviews on it, and I haven't because it's not time yet. When it's time, then I'll get that, what I'm supposed to get from that. But what I do, and I haven't even seen Us yet, but what I do get from what I'm seeing being thrown around, because it's like, no matter what, you have to pay attention, like I said, to the symbolisms in your environment, because your consciousness works in threes. It works on the three, the sub, the un, and the conscious, you feel me? So when you're dealing with all three of those, you feel me, the club, the doorway, and the bouncer, you feel me, the security, you gotta make sure that you're seeing your environment and you're seeing what the theme is for the club, you feel me? Now, right, like I said, the theme right now is the feminine energy. So as we tap into the feminine energy, what they're doing with the Black feminine is they're giving us an example. Now they're taking from the African rooted, this is a motherland African woman starring in a movie directed by an African American male. Now, African American mulatto or whatever, They dropped it. So at the end of the day, well, that's a whole nother discussion. Like I said, I don't got no time to wrestle with that in my own brain. Y'all saw what I was about to do. We're not gonna do that here. We are a 2-minute warning. But like I was saying, when it really boils down to it, they're using the magic on the occult breakdown of that whole thing. It's the shadow self confrontation, but they're using it to set up a certain energy. Now I got to go see the damn movie because, but without seeing it, already seeing what they're doing to society, they're using the paradigm to set up a thought process to be viewed in a certain way. Like, I'll give an example. One of the breakdowns that I heard was, and it's usually done in a comedic manner. They was like, Jordan Peele was telling us to get out, like, feel me, get out of America type shit. Or nah, he's telling us to come out of this system, come out of the beast. But you get certain people at certain levels, they can only talk in certain codes. Like, if you can't break it down to what it means for you beneficially, because, for example, where I'm resonating, that's what I get from it, right? Somebody else is going to argue the hell out of the comment section about what it's not. And we're going to talk about that whole nother video too, with the cyberbullying and the gang stalking. Y'all got to recognize what AI and Sophia is doing. Go back and watch iRobot, because they already told y'all this shit is out of control with what is really going on with the energy. Notice how all of the technology is a feminine energy too. It's the return of the feminine energy. What is it? Alexa, play me. You feel me? Siri is their how can I help you? All females. Your GPS. You feel me? Sophia. You feel me? The AI, the new our new co-worker out this son bitch. You feel me? Like, from Saudi Arabia. Thank you. You feel me? But y'all got to see the magic in what they're doing with this feminine energy. They're seeing what the technology is doing, and so that's them giving praise to that paradigm, and they're making it manifest. Make yours manifest for what you need it to be, and work with the same energies that you see. So it's about time we got to start bringing in some of that. You know, some of the ancient ones, you feel me? And not just the ancient ones, like I'm talking about, like was mentioned by So It Is Written. We got a lot of ancient ones. I'm recognizing we need to tap into that big mama energy right now too. One transmission I just got, Nell Carter. You feel me? Tap into some of that energy. She was out here with the bull elbow through Hollywood. Like, man, watch out. You feel me? What? Give me a break. Move. Like, you know, shout out to the ancestors. Like, start tapping into this new energy. You feel me? Like, really understand that right now we in a energy shift now, because a lot of these masculines don't know how to handle it. I can't even call. We ain't all whatever. So I'm gonna just say some of the masculines are taking this feminine energy, and you're seeing, like, through the symbolism of, like, Young Thug, when you see a black ass nigga that, nigga, you ain't even, nigga, you made Whoopi Goldberg from Color Purple a dime, nigga, trying to put a dress on with your ugly ass. But at the end of the day, the symbol of what you're trying to represent is just that, the masculine, feminine, the Baphomet energy. But you're getting lost in the shift. So now you got all that tight jeans and the dudes wearing the dresses and all of that. That's what you're seeing, is you're seeing a misrepresentation, the psychological imbalance from what the system is doing with all of this shit. So we're going to see the imbalance. But like I said, you always got to go into the symbols, because you never know what type of magic is being worked, or what type of magic you can work out from what you see the energy grid is doing right now. Because the shit basically is like, get your cheat codes. Get your cheat codes together. Basically right now, because at any given time, this shit been shifting around so much, like time loop jumping. So you feel me? And that's right now. We gonna wrap this one up, because I'm tired of this shit starting over, and I need to call it and get some rest. But Start recognizing that this energy grid right now is on the feminine. Let's start supporting that feminine energy. It's a lot of movements to take away from it. You feel me? All my king, I'm talking to my kings right now. We need to stay looking for the goddesses, my guy. You feel me? Don't fear the transition, my nigga. Don't fear the Reaper. What is the Reaper? The Reaper is a feminine energy as well. Why? Because it's the transition back into chaos, out of order. Why do you think all apparitions, all of that, anything that represents the night, anything that represents the dark, all of this is chaos energy. All of this is a feminine energy. All of it, all of the magic, all of the things that they've been trying to run, even who we are is the only magic. I was talking about this with fam. The only magic in us as the kings that represents is the part that was passed on by the feminine. That's broken down on the physical plane, being the mitochondria DNA. You are not your daddy as much as you would want to believe, my guy. Your DNA is your mom's information. Your mom was the database that passed the information down. Okay? These are come on, man. Like the creation process coming from chaos and going back into chaos is a feminine energy. The manifestation of the lowest vibration and what it takes to be here when it broke away from itself to reflect on itself and create the duality, that was what men came from. It's exactly the opposite of everything that you want to think that it is, okay? Which came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Which came first, the man or the woman, right? You can't, everything in creation, ma'at, okay? Everything that creates, okay? Look at what nature shows you if you want to debate that within yourself, because you're only debating it within yourself. You're not debating it with me, just so we're clear. We can move forward. Look at what nature shows you. Everything in creation has come from a feminine process. The whole allegory of the Christ story or consciousness is to, like I said, they took it and changed it to make it a patriarchal and a masculine paradigm. But what it represented, the shedding of blood. We can't shed blood other than motherfucking getting cut. You feel me? So outside of that, that is the reason why they had to make the paradigm where he's crucified and he shed blood to bring you life. This is something that women do by cycle. Every single month, they shed blood for the purpose of giving life. Whether or not they bring that life into a manifested state of physical plane is a whole different story, but it happens every single cycle from the time that they're humanly ready to do so. At the time when the spirit and the human existence has met is the time when you're finally able to reproduce. Now, the way they play with this paradigm, yes, that actual age number is shifting, but the energy itself is staying the same on whatever timeline. It doesn't even matter. That energy is staying the same. Once you are ready to create, then your physical meets with your creativity, and that is able to take place in whatever level of magic you're able to work. I try to tell you, everything is magic, music, muse. All of this vibration is a feminine energy, and once we understand that, and it's nothing to take a while. I'm a man telling you this, and I'm telling you that from the understanding that these are just polarities, the same way everybody was at one time it was nothing but females around. Physically though, like on some Wonder Woman, that part of the allegory where there was no need for a man until the great feminine aspect goddess wanted to perceive itself in that. So like I said, flip the story. What happened in the Bible? Oh, man was down here just chilling. You feel me? Got tired of jacking off and was like, "Hey, God, what's up? What's up, my son? Can I get I'm lonely, my dude. Like, it's just me and the animals, my nigga. And you told me don't be knocking them down. All right, man, I got you. Go to sleep, my son. You feel me? And then you wake up with this. Oh, shoot. It don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay, science already shows you that your DNA is feminine. Everything, the cosmic essence is feminine energy. So just flip the story and understand why they had to do what they did, because it got out of control. And like I said, the women wanted to see it like that, whether we accept it to be that or not. This is what it is. So that's what I'm saying. We have to go with what we see, and what we see is that this is the chaos energy. Now I'm watching it play out through various things and that we can talk about. Now, I'm gonna talk about it different times. Like I'm watching it play out with the different platforms that I'm seeing on the internet. And like I'm not even gonna give too much credence to them right now, but there are platforms that are really anti-feminine energy shift right now, and it's big online. Oh my God, it's big. You feel me? Now, it's big from the aspect of how they're able to try. They're trying to get the new group. So that's why I just came to holler at my kings right now, because I'm seeing they're able to swindle. But what's gonna happen is it's just gonna be a sausage fest and sword fighting, and they're catching dudes that really is like, I don't know. I kind of really do like women, so I don't know if and I'm hearing a lot. I just had a story like that. Okay, one of my closest homegirls, right? Life timeline, we jump back on the same timeline. So she telling me about the dude that she dating, and she's like asking me like questions like, do I think, she's giving me the stories of his background, and she's like, do I think he's homosexual or bisexual, because they had some they did their thing, but they had some homosexual exchanges by definition of the word. You feel me? He wanted his ass played with and shit. You feel me? And I know her. She probably banged that nigga out like how I used to pop pussy in junior high school and shit, right? But long story short, like, you feel me? They go deeper, and then he reveals that he was molested when he was a little kid. You feel me? Like, uncle took advantage of the little nigga, and you feel me, and he didn't like it, but he felt some type of way, but he never confronted like, it be psychological warfare out here, you feel me? So I'm saying, like, the energy shifts of what's going on with the masculine and the feminine, if you don't find a balance, then the balance will be given to you, even if it's swayed, you feel me, disproportionately. Okay, and we need to start acknowledging the psychological breakdown so that we can build from the foundation. You feel me? It's like the ground zero. It's like the symbolism that happened with the whole, you feel me, emergency paradigm that happened in September. You feel me? On the day after the 10th. Basically, all they did with that energy was they played on the sacred number. You feel me? And then, just the whole thing, to me, I'm telling you, they've been doing this shit for a long time. That was another Moab. You feel me? They just, the golden calf. It was the same thing. It was like, oh shit, this grid about hey, 10,000 of y'all gotta go. I'm sorry. You feel me? We gotta keep this shit rolling. And so they just keep giving the energies to make sure that the ride can keep going. But they're running out of resources. That's why they about to go tech. This shit crashing, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. So, but we're going to end it on that note. Tap in to your feminine energy. Let's get this shit going, y'all. Peace.